You're representing, and please proceed.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. And my name is Jimmy Phillips. I'm from Yoder, Colorado. I am a candidate for House District 19.
My condolences.
I am not here for political standing. I'm not here to do any grandstanding whatsoever. I've talked to a lot of people that are in this corridor, and they're very much opposed to this House bill. I'm here on my own behalf, but in a sense, I'm representing a lot of people that I've talked to.
Okay.
As a volunteer fire department member, things that we're not even talking about are the ramifications of this road if it is built someday. The safety factors of putting a hazmat truck on a road out in rural nowhere where it's volunteer firefighters that have limited training in hazmat spills. How are we going to protect the houses that are left out there, as well as their livestock, as well as the travelers going up and down these roads? So we have that issue to look at. Now, I really admire your skepticism saying that this will probably never happen. Well, chances are a meteor will hit this earth, even though chances are it may never happen. History shows that it has happened, and it will again. And this may happen again. So if we are a body of visionaries, which we should be, we have to look at what could be. So if we look at what could be, this House bill, number one, gives immunity as if we are on a Survivor episode to people that don't need it. Number one, the only people that don't have the immunity that should have it is the seller. If we non-disclose, which in my opinion and a lot of others I've talked to is very dishonest. You know, we're not used car salesmen. We are people from Colorado, very upstanding and honest people. If we non-disclose when we sell a home on something as important as this, then we are no better than a used car salesman. And it can come back and bite us because we're the only one with immunity. We're the only one with no immunity as a seller. Now, talking about some of the veterans that live in this zone, going back to what if. Now, what if we have a veteran that lives in this corridor that was a World War II veteran that fought on the sands of Iwo Jima. He's come home, and now 60 years later, after living 50 years in this corridor, is going to be fighting a new front against a new enemy, which is a virtual enemy at this point in this what is it called? The Prairie Falcon Parkway Express Company that is just virtual at this point. It's just a paper company that has caused so much disruption in the lives of many people. How can we allow that to happen? How can we allow people not to have a voice? We, or y'all as elected officials, are our voice, and we are asking for your help. Now, myself, I'm not exactly in the corridor, I'm outside the corridor. And I bought a house on 6 acres of land, and I have 2 daughters. A gentleman bought a house behind me. He seemed a little strange, and being a corrections officer for about a year here in Colorado, I went and done some homework. He's a registered sex offender. So I have to watch what this guy does. And if I ever sell my home to a family, I don't have to disclose that this sex offender is behind me. But would I? The right thing to do is yes, to say, hey, this guy back here is now causing any problem, but he is a registered sex offender. I've done my job to be a leader and to be able to sleep at night knowing that I've protected someone else moving into my own home. Now I'm asking for the same thing here. Let's sleep good at night. Let's allow everybody here to sleep good at night knowing that we're going to vote no on House Bill 1107 and allow people to, or 1007, and allow people to sleep good at night. I thank you for your time. I'm limiting myself so others can speak.